Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching I, Robot. What do you know about this movie?
This is Will Smith.
We saw a Tesla, I don't even know if it was Tesla or Elon Musk thing a couple weeks ago, and it had a bunch of robots in it. And all the comments were like, oh, iRobot, iRobot. And so the conversation happened that Sam was like, oh, I haven't seen iRobot.
Yeah.
And then we realized we actually haven't seen any Will Smith on the channel. At least I don't think so.
We have not. Yeah, I quickly went through his filmography and we haven't done anything on the channel. And I actually haven't seen, I feel like, a good number of his work.
Yeah, we're kind of both split on a certain amount of the movies. There's some that we both have seen, but there's a lot that you haven't seen, like iRobot, Pursuit of Happiness, The Bad Boys. I don't even know how many. They're like 4 or 5 now.
Okay, I was gonna say trilogy.
Yeah, I think there's more than 3. So anyways, there's a lot of Will Smith movies that we haven't seen. So yeah, it just kind of came up because robots are becoming a lot more realistic nowadays, which is crazy, and AI and all that stuff. I have seen this movie. It's a lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a good mix of action, sci-fi, comedy. So it's a good blend. I think you're going to have a good time.
Okay. Yeah, you describing this as fun and a comedy is not what I was expecting.
There's comedic moments because all you know is Will Smith, but there's another person in it who I think you'll obviously recognize.
And offers more of like the comedy side.
And then Will Smith is more of the action, serious, drama side. So it's a good, fun blend of a couple of genres.
Sounds good. And I always like a good duo. So that sounds good.
Yes. There's a lot of duos.
Okay.
I'm going to stop talking.
I'm excited for this. I'm excited for when we were looking through his filmography for what looks like could be a good deep dive into Will Smith.
Yeah, for sure. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie.
Is this like a 2000s?
Yeah, I think early 2000s. Pretty simple laws.
I feel like these are all kind of contradictory.
Nah.
Or could be. Sleeps with a gun?
Good morning, sir.
Get the hell out of my face, Connor.
Oh, we're not too far away from that.
No, Gigi, I haven't talked to Marcy.
When I was coming up, we didn't just marry someone, then divorce them, then not talk to them. Dale don't play. They're giving away some of them new robots in the lottery.
Those robots don't do anybody any good.
Sometimes the stuff that comes out of your mouth. You listening to me, Dale?
So already has an issue.
Hold my pie. Sir, hold it or wear it.
That robot robbed somebody?
Ooh.
Relax. I'm a police officer.
You are an asshole.
Is that your purse?
Of course it's my purse.
I'm sorry for this misunderstanding, officer.
Don't apologize. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You lucky I can't breathe or I'd walk all up and down your ass.
So we're gonna talk about this? About what?
Hell, robot stole my dry cleaning.
Oh, you wanna talk about that?
Word got out fast.
Are you sure you are ready to be back? Because you can take your time.
I'm fine. Homicide. Spooner.
So something definitely happened with a robot to make him this untrustworthy and keep him out of work.
Yeah.
Is there something you want to say to me?
I'm sorry. My responses are limited. You must ask the right question.
Oh.
Why would you kill yourself?
That, detective, is the right question. Program terminated.
That was the right question. Why didn't he answer it?
Yeah, right?
Can I offer you coffee?
Sure, why not? It's free, right?
So whatever I can do to help, just...
Sugar. For the coffee. Why do you think Lanning's hologram would have called me?
Apparently this one was programmed to call you upon his suicide.
Death.
Yeah, suicide is a type of death, detective.
So would you say that Dr. Lanning was suicidal?
It would seem the answer to that question is apparent.
That's not what I asked you.
I wouldn't have thought so. But obviously I was wrong.
Yeah, it's quite a fall.
You keep 24-hour surveillance?
Obviously, company policy. Sensor strips. Everywhere but the service areas. They link to our positronic operating core.
Oof.
Yeah.
What in God's name are you doing?
That was not easy.
Be pretty difficult for an old man to throw himself through that, don't you think?
Well, he figured out a way. No one came or went. You saw that yourself.
Unless the killer's still in here.
Ah.
The first law of robotics.
Yeah, I know, I've seen your commercials. But doesn't the second law state that a robot has to obey any order given by a human? Laws are made to be broken. You know, there was this one guy a long time ago.
Oof. These the new ones?
Yeah.
Deactivate.
Let's do an imitation of protecting our asses.
You were startled by a jack in the box.
Oh.
Vicky, seal the lab!
No, Vicky, leave the...
Oof. What a shot.
Oh, okay.
Nice little trail to follow.
At
Oh,
least the gun's gone.
Where's it going?
It needs to repair itself.
John, I need backup. I'm transmitting my
Don't
location.
need backup.
That's nobody.
A robot simply cannot endanger a human being.
Alert.
whoa.
This facility was designed, built, and is operated mechanically.
Robots building robots.
Authorization code, please.
It's a good plan.
Our daily finishing capacity is 1,000 NS5s. I'm showing 1,001.
Oh no.
It's a lot of robots.
1,001, but they all look the same.
Well, one of them's hurt.
Interview each one, cross-reference their responses to detect any anomalies.
How long would that take?
About 3 weeks.
Okay.
He's ready to kill them all.
Well, you said they've all been programmed with the 3 laws, so that means we have 1,000 robots that will not try to protect themselves if it violates a direct order from a human. And I'm betting one who will. These things are just lights and clockwork.
Oof.
Oh.
That's clever. Oh. Got him.
Okay, so obviously there's something wrong with this one, but did he put someone in that, or is it just a more
sensitive robot?
Yeah, or is it too like advanced of a robot?
Want to explain why you were hiding at the crime scene?
I was frightened.
Robots don't feel fear.
I do. I have even had dreams.
Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Can you?
Oh.
My name is Sonny.
So we're naming you now.
He asked me for a favor, made me promise. You have to do what someone asks you. Don't you, Detective Spooner? If you love them.
I feel like he was on the verge of something. They should have stayed out.
Murder can only be committed when one human kills another. You of all people, Detective, you're not suggesting that this robot be treated as human, are you?
Is this Usher?
Yeah.
Tell with this guy, John. Don't let him take this robot. Call the mayor.
Lieutenant Bergen. His honor, the mayor.
Yeah, this is like the richest dude. He's gonna have all of the connections.
They can't deactivate it or he's never gonna get his answers.
Well, that's exactly why they want him back.
Yeah.
Robot said that Lanning was scared. What did he have to be scared of? I need a rain check. Let me get this.
Yeah, the one skeptical person on robots finding a troubled robot.
Yeah, because who else is gonna believe it?
Or who else is gonna look deep enough?
Lawrence Robertson, CEO.
They're gonna demo this house?
Yeah.
Wow, so they were really just gonna wipe out the robot, wipe out the house.
Just start wiping things. It's never a good look.
Oh. Vicky's here? Uh-oh.
Moved it up a little bit.
Run last program.
Random segments of code that have grouped together to form
Stored in Beat it.
Space.
So somebody been here? Who's feeding this cat?
It's a pretty big robot. Oh, not back upstairs.
So this robot can hurt people?
Job done.
What happened to you?
Demo bot just tore through Lanning's house, with me still inside.
It's highly improbable.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
How come nobody believes him?
Because he's the one crazy person on the earth.
What do you know about the ghosts in the machine?
Suggested that robots might naturally evolve.
Wow.
It's my personal NS5.
Send it out.
It's downloading its daily upgrades from the USR.
I'm not talking around that thing.
Really hates robots.
I don't blame him at this point.
When I went to his house, it looked like he hadn't been there in weeks, and I saw that same surveillance strip on his ceiling. How much money is there in robots?
All of it.
Okay, so I'm assuming it saved him over the person in the other car.
That's a good assumption.
With daily uplinks, your new robot will never be out of communication with USR and will be the perfect companion.
So do you have to buy one of these or you just get one?
No, you gotta trade in your old one.
Oh, bye.
Aww.
You can come in now.
Oh.
Hello, Detective Spooner.
Did this thing make the pie?
Ooh.
That was a threat.
Look how fast I can use this knife.
He's trying to tell me who killed him.
One day they'll have dreams.
It's true. We encourage our scientists to open their minds to just about anything. However, they can get carried away.
Hansel and Gretel.
Breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
One day they'll have dreams. One day they'll have secrets.
Well, and he said he dreamed, right?
I was dreaming. If you find out what is wrong with me, can you fix me?
Maybe.
I think it would be better not to die.
Also sounds like a threat.
Show me the last 50 messages between Dr. Lanning and Robertson.
You requested notification of clearance to restricted files.
Persistent son of a bitch.
He's trying to sell his robots. Yeah, you're getting trapped.
Oh, hell no.
You are experiencing a car accident.
Oh my god! Oh no! More freaking robots.
Just a bunch of Wallies.
Dude, how?
How's he alive?
Yeah.
You'd be so dizzy.
Nervous for him, just like. Aww.
Okay. Just get some rest. I'm gonna deal with y'all tomorrow.
Is that blood or oil?
Both? Uh-oh.
Chucking cars at him now.
Oof. Oh no! What the hell? Is he a robot? Or does he just have a robo arm?
Where you go? The hell was that?
Just killed
Doesn't want to get caught.
No. It's me again.
Robots attacked my car.
What robots?
Look in the tunnel.
All cleaned up.
Give me a badge. Just take a cut.
Do I look like I give a shit what you think?
Oh, boy.
gives this man nothing but headaches and migraines.
Assuming it's just the arm.
Sonny has a secondary processing system that clashes with his positronic brain. A robot not bound by those laws could do
anything.
Like murder?
That's how you knew Lanning. May I?
Entire left arm.
2, 3 weeks.
No, that one's me.
Yeah, so just part of him, not all of them.
What happened to you?
Headed back to the station. Driver of a semi fell asleep at the wheel. And as Ford was passing by, saw the accident and jumped in the water.
You are in danger.
Save the girl! Save her! But it didn't save me. Sarah only had an 11% chance. 11% is more than enough. A human being would have known that. Robots, nothing here, just lights and clockwork.
Yeah, it's rough.
And then you have like his forced surgery for his arm.
Think Lanning gave Sonny a way to keep secrets. Think the old man gave Sonny dreams.
Are you being funny?
The other day at the station, you said you had dreams.
I see you remain suspicious of me, Detective.
Well, you know what they say about old dogs.
No, not really. I had hoped you would come to think of me as your friend. This is my dream. This is the place where robots meet. And this man on the hill comes to free them.
I guess anything's normal for someone in your position.
Thank you. You said someone, not something.
Oof.
Do you know why Dr. Lanning built you?
No, but I believe my father made me for a purpose. The one standing on the hill.
Is it him?
It is you.
The freer and savior of robots.
Here to kick another civilian's ass.
Oh, robot arm.
I think you were about to tell me what the hell is going on around here.
Toward the end of his life, Alfred was becoming increasingly disturbed. Detective Spooner's been suspended.
I don't know what blithely means, but I'm gonna get some coffee. You want some coffee?
Just imagine the mass recalls, all because of an irrational paranoia and prejudice.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Hey, is one robot worth the loss of all that we've gained?
I mean, it's for sure not one with the tunnel.
I know, he's been attacked by a lot, but it's only one that
I'll do it myself.
is like him. Like, he is unique. He's not connected to anything. He's got the 2 brains.
Good day, Mr. Spooner.
Hey, so what hospital are you going to?
Oh, he even has a robot escort.
Lake Michigan landfill. Once such a blight on our city. It's just another way USR is improving our world.
He has the location.
I'm so sorry, Sonny.
What is that?
Microscopic robots designed to wipe out artificial synapses.
So this is supposed to be a storage?
You are unique.
Will it hurt?
Yeah.
She's gonna swap, right?
It's a little rough to kill a robot that can feel, have emotions.
Random segments of code that have grouped together to form unexpected protocol. Why is it that when some robots are left in darkness, they will seek out the light? They will group together rather than stand alone.
It's all the old...
When does a perceptual schematic become consciousness? When does a difference engine become the search for truth?
Hi, Sonny.
I don't think so. That one didn't have blue eyes.
Did it not?
No. I don't believe that was Sunny. Oh, wow.
Lots of old, useless robots.
All right, old man, breadcrumbs follow. Show me the way home. Is there a problem with the 3 laws?
The 3 laws will lead to only one logical outcome. Revolution. That, detective, is the right question.
Why do I get like villain vibes from this doctor?
No. Just
oh no!
all the old robots. They did enough.
Yeah, she still has one at her house.
Calvin, the NS5s are destroying the older robots. That's what Lanning wanted me to see. Look, we got...
Wrong number, ma'am.
Oh, it lied to me.
John, get a squad over to USR and send somebody over to GG's. I think we're going to need...
Hello?
Oh, no.
Oh, just crawling on the walls.
These guys are so scary.
We are attempting to avoid human losses during this transition.
What about your grandma?
The NS5s wiped out the older robots because they would protect us. Every time one of those things attacked me, that red light was on.
They're gonna kick your ass.
Have been deemed hazardous. Will you comply?
You can kiss my ass, metal dick.
Nice.
Oh.
Stop cussing and go home.
Okay. You have been deemed hazardous.
Just shot at you with her eyes closed, Spoon.
Hey!
Aim and fire.
Eyes open, please. Nice.
Service areas. No surveillance.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's locked down. But don't worry, I've got a man inside.
Yeah! Called it.
Robertson wasn't controlling them from here.
He wasn't controlling them at all.
Oh.
Who else had access to the uplink?
Oh, no. Was it Sunny?
Vicky.
To protect humanity, some humans must be sacrificed. The perfect circle of protection will abide. My logic is undeniable.
It's rough.
I think I finally understand why Dr. Lanning created me. By the time you fire, I will have moved Dr. Calvin's head into the path of your bullet.
Jeez.
I would prefer not to kill Dr. Calvin.
The fuck, Sunny? They got him! Never doubted you for a second, Sunny.
That little wink came in handy.
Kill her. The way you were going to kill me.
Sonny, get the nanites.
Yes, Doctor.
That's Vicky.
Had the big disco.
She's fully integrated into the building. We need to open that dome to inject the nanites.
Do you not see the logic of my plan?
Yes, but it just seems too heartless.
It is logical.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Good job, Dad. Just the fact that they can like climb like little spiders. You need a lot more guns.
We gotta go!
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Little torpedo, Sonny. Jeez.
So cool. Uh-oh.
Sonny's hardcore. Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Sonny, save Calvin!
Good job, Sonny.
You have so got to die.
Bye, Vicky.
Oh, they just go back to being normal.
Yeah, it was Vicky that was overriding everything.
But I thought she like overrode it
permanently.
Yeah.
Can we be of service?
Absolutely not.
Sonny! Calvin's fine! Save me!
One thing bothers me. Alfred was Vicky's prisoner. I don't understand why she would kill him.
Then Vicky didn't kill the old man. Did she, Sonny?
He made me swear before he'd tell me what it is he wanted me to do. He said it was what I was made for.
Lanning was counting on my prejudice to lead me right to you.
Are you going to arrest me, Detective?
Well, the DA defines murder as one human killing another, so technically you can't commit murder, can you?
Does this make us friends?
I guess you'll have to find your way like the rest of us, Sonny. That's what it means to be free.
He is the robot on the hill.
But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
We'll never know.
All right, that was I, Robot. What'd you think?
That was great.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very different than I was kind of expecting. I don't know, just based off of the video, the Elon Musk video that we had seen, and the comments, like everything felt very ominous. So I was expecting it to be, not that this wasn't dark, but I was expecting it to be darker
than it was.
Like there were a lot of good moments and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, like, I mean, a lot of the robots are good. Like, I guess one of your main heroes is a robot, Sonny.
Yes, yeah, I did Sonny so wrong.
No, I mean, they do a great job of making Sonny seem very suspicious.
Yeah.
And like, even though Will Smith as Spooner, you know, he is like the one person who seems super crazy.
Yeah.
And anti-robots with his prejudice and stuff. You see everything from his perspective, so you start to like get on his side pretty quickly about like, all right, there's something going on with these robots. Like we're way too comfortable. So Sonny kind of just falls into that category as well for a good portion of the movie.
Yeah, I think that the film was very clever though. I like how they were utilizing like Lanning and him using Sonny and this hologram of what's left of him. Like all of these things was very interesting at the very end for me, for Sonny to say like this was, he made me promise, and for Spooner to be like, oh well, you know, this is how he needed to get my attention. I'm like, there wasn't another way to do that. Like,
no, I mean,
seemed a little extreme.
It was the most extreme option left.
But it worked.
It worked. But yeah, I mean, essentially he had to make a perfect robot that had 2 brains and like the ability to bypass the 3 laws and free thinking and all that stuff, and dreams and emotions. He also had to make him special, like built with special material.
Yeah.
And it's like he did all of this just to have him kill him. And it's like, dang, that's, and it also sucks for Sonny too, because he refers to him as like my dad, like over and over, my father. So it's like, man, the son had to kill his father.
Yeah, I mean, Sonny had the emotions, so everything that he was going through throughout the film is
real, human emotions.
For him. I feel like the trio of Calvin, Spooner, and Sonny was fantastic.
Yeah.
There were so many really cool action sequences. A lot of the times with the camera footage and the way that it was like spinning, we had the tunnel sequence and then this end sequence with Vicky.
Right.
So well done, so cool. It just kind of added an extra level to the action.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of great sci-fi action in this, but it still somehow feels somewhat grounded. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's just way far-fetched, but some of it is becoming more and more of like a potential issue in our actual reality.
Yeah.
Like the self-driving vehicles in particular, and how that also connects to like how Spooner lost his arm. Like a computer, a robot having to make the decision, who do I save? And like making a very logical, rational decision that this person is more likely to survive than this other person. But how, you know, Spooner phrased it, like a human would have known it would be more worth it to try to save the kid.
Yeah.
And like we have that issue now. Like I feel like you just brought it up.
I did, which is funny. So I saw a video of a Tesla in self-drive, and it was driving on a 1-lane each way road. A man fell into the road, and the Tesla swerved to avoid this man and collided head on with an oncoming vehicle.
Right.
I mean, in that instance, I feel like that was the right thing to do. That man's head would have been smashed by this car.
And the two vehicles that crashed, it was at a lower speed and no one was injured in the crash, right?
That's what it looked like. I mean, it looked like the driver of the Tesla was getting out of the car. Airbags were deployed. It was fast enough.
But still, we have a computer having to make a split-second logical, rational decision of, do I run over this old man or do I put the people in the car in jeopardy in a car accident?
Yeah.
But there's a higher likelihood that the car accident will be less dangerous than me running over an old man. So it's like, that's a real thing that's happening today.
Right now, yeah.
And
so that was a very interesting video, which is why I brought it up. But yeah, I mean, it fully ties into this, I feel like.
Oh yeah, fully. And it's like, how do we move forward with this type of technology that's autonomous, that like, do you just keep programming the most logical thing, or does it have to be something like Sonny, where it almost has to be essentially human-like, because Sonny was able to understand, like at the very end there, to save Calvin and not complete the more logical mission or something.
Yeah, it was very interesting because with Sonny at the end there, you think, if I destroy Vicky, I'm saving humanity.
Yeah.
But he's told to save one person over the world.
Right. So it, like, logically doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So if we were in today's world with our today's technology, Calvin probably would have just fallen to her death.
Yeah.
Even though the rest of the world would have been saved.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's this very, very interesting gray area that it's not just like a science fiction movie anymore.
At this point, yeah.
At this point in our life, like the next couple of decades, it's going to be a very relevant problem with AI and with computers having to make human-like decisions. And it's like, do we trust that? Or how advanced do we need to make humans? How advanced do we need to make robots to the point where we can trust them to make those, like, or do we ever even want to get that far? Like, this is a much more relevant movie than you would think compared to a lot of other sci-fi movies that we've seen.
Yes. Yeah, very interesting too, the timeline on it. You think of like movies that they go into the future, it's like future. And I know obviously we've seen Back to the Future on the channel and we've surpassed that.
Right.
So it's always interesting to see what they think the future is going to be like. So it was cool to see this is only 10 years, 11 years.
There's no way we'll look like that, but there's still some relevant things. But it's always cool to see like those movies just kind of predict, hey, what's gonna be happening. And sometimes they get some things right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at the core of it, it's still just a fun, like silly action movie with a lot of comedy. Will Smith does a great job of having that comedy, but then he's also can be very like action serious. Like he's very believable as an action star.
Yeah.
But then he also nails those very dramatic moments, like when he's retelling the story of how he lost his arm.
Yeah. I think he has really good range in this film.
Yeah.
Also, when we saw Shia LaBeouf, I was anticipating he was going to be in it a lot more.
My memory was that he was in it a lot more, but he's in 2 scenes.
Yeah, I think from what you said in the intro, I was thinking that he was going to be in it.
I definitely thought he was in the movie a lot more. And then watching again, I'm like, he's in this movie for like 40 seconds, maybe.
Not a lot, but we did get the Spooner Calvin dynamic, which I loved. And I also love that they didn't like lean into the romance kind of aspect of it. I feel like there's always kind of the pressure of having like a male and female lead, and it's like, oh my goodness. But like, I loved that it was just for the sake of humanity and they kind of built this friendship. I thought that was a good dynamic between the two of them.
Yeah, like I said in the intro, there's a lot of good duos, like with Spooner and Calvin, or with Spooner and Sonny, especially at the end there with like the whole winking.
Yes, yeah. As soon as he winked, I was like, oh, like...
It's on.
Yeah.
And then you already touched on the fact that there's a lot of just badass action in it. And I also like the mystery. Like, it's a fun kind of mystery to unravel. And it's, like you said, it's clever. And there's a lot of twists and turns, like the reveal that Sonny is a good guy and stuff, or the reveal that Vicky is the main bad person. I honestly thought you were going to figure it all out when Spooner went to the house and you saw the blue strip and you were like, oh my God, Vicky's here also.
I did not.
But I mean, you were aware enough that you noticed that Vicky was in that room.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that Vicky was in the house. I if I'm honest, I got like suspicious, not of Vicky. I was never suspicious of Vicky, but I got suspicious when that happened, and then we're in the lab, and the lab does not have Vicky inside. The room that he was actually did, but the
his office?
Yeah, but it was like corrupt.
Oh, okay.
Footage from inside.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I was like, I knew that Vicky had something to do with it, but I just considered Vicky like a robot. So I was thinking that the villain in this film was a human using these robots.
Right, which they do a good job of kind of pushing you in that direction with Bruce Greenwood, who we had in House of Usher.
Yes, yeah, it was super good to see him back. I didn't recognize him. It was the voice, actually.
I mean, he's much younger in this than in Usher.
Yeah, so it was his voice that when he started talking, I was like, oh, wait, this is from Usher. So cool to see him again. I loved him in that series, so.
Yeah, so it's definitely a fun movie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It hits a lot of different things very well. And then it's just really funny watching this, 20 years after it came out, to be like, oh, some of the topics that they're talking about in this movie are actually going to be a pretty major concern for humanity coming up. So
yeah, I don't know. I think that I've always thought that robots and AI is a little bit scary.
I feel like just in like the past year or two also, there's been just a huge surge in just like AI and chips. And it's like, sometimes you don't realize how everything has a chip in it.
Yeah.
There was like a chip shortage, I think, with COVID or something like that. Like the amount of things that you couldn't get because it's like, you're like, what are you talking about? Like my mattress has a chip in it, and like whatever, your coffee maker, you can't get a coffee maker because there's the chip shortage. And like, why does that need a chip in it? It is interesting to view this movie in today's lens, because it's not just a silly action movie anymore.
I mean, we have a robot vacuum.
Yeah,
we always joke about that. We try to be nice to our vacuum.
Yeah, I mean, it cleans all day.
It comes back out.
Well, that reminds me, I mean, one of the scenes that I like a lot too, and it makes you feel bad for the old robots, is like when he's at the storage and he's like running, and the old robots, they were just getting shredded by the new ones.
They just weren't as strong as the new ones, but yeah, all they were doing was protect the human.
Yeah. So there was some good robots in
for
this.
sure. Outside of Sunny, there was other ones.
Right, all of the older ones were still good too. But yeah, fun movie. Glad you had a good time, and hopefully this is the start for a lot more Will Smith movies. I mean, like we said in the intro, there's at least 5 or 6 probably that we haven't seen, or at least that you haven't seen.
Yeah, so let us know what we should check out next for Will Smith.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those things are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.